Would you bet on your life? Pascal wager. One cannot know of God's existence with absolute certainty. There is no alternative but to bet. Pensée is a French word for thoughts and is the title of Pascal's defense of the Christian faith. Though he died before completing it, his notes were published in 1670. Pascal, a mathematician and a philosopher of the 17th century, wrote, "If there is a God," Pascal assumed he must be the Christian God, "then to believe in him offers the prospect of an infinite reward for infinite time." If we have to bet, then how shall we decide? Well, says Pascal, let's look at the possible payoffs. If God really exists, and we bet that God exists, we have an intimate gain, which is heaven. If God really exists and we do not believe that, then we have the potential of infinite loss. Hell, at least eternal separation from God. If God really does not exist and we believe that God exists, we essentially lose nothing. Pascal wager relies on a new standard theory of rational choice called decision theory. Now, what harm will befall you in taking this side? You will be faithful, humble, grateful, generous, a sincere friend, truthful. Certainly, you will not have those poisonous pleasures, glory and luxury. But will you not have others? I will tell you that you will thereby gain in this life and that of each step you take on the road. You will see so great certainty of gain, so much nothingness in what you risk, that you will at last recognize that you have wagered for something certain and infinite, for which you have gained nothing. C.S. Lewis gave similar advice to those who wanted to grow in holiness in the book Mere Christianity. When you are not feeling particularly friendly, but know you ought to be, the best thing you can do very often is to put on a friendly manner and behave as if you were a nicer person than you actually are. In a few minutes, as we all have noticed, you will really feel friendlier than you were. Very often, the only way to get equality in reality is to start behaving as if you had it already. Now, the moment you realize, here I am, dressing up as Christ. It is extremely likely that you will see at once some way in which at that very moment the pretense could be made less of a pretense and more of a reality. However small the probability that there is no God, you lost or sacrificed a little. For so great a benefit, one sacrificed rather little, perhaps a few pleasures during one's life on earth. In plain, simple words, if atheism's claim is correct and all claims made by all religions are false, then so what? There is no punishment and no reward. Me and the atheist end up in the same place. If religion is correct and atheism is false, atheists end up in hell, and religious people will have the final laugh. It seemed plain which was the more reasonable choice. As St. Mark in his Gospel, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Would you bet on your life?